Hey guys. So my boss wanted me to come into work today. She texted me yesterday. She was complaining that I didn't collect the carpet. And she wanted me to come in, so I called Scusa and they're like, "Oh, well, we're short drivers right now, so we can't do it." But after seeing how much was down there yesterday, I really don't see how she expected me to do it. I got to work 7:30 and I got down there and this is what the area looked like. And that wasn't from me. They worked Saturday, and this is everything they brought down. So you have about six things of lab over there that you can see. You have stuff in front of the baler, which they're not supposed to do, and we've told them several fucking times to stop doing that shit. Um, so there was some lab in there, in not lab, luchador in the baler. And as you can see, there's a very small, narrow space right here because this shit's in the way. So I had to move buggies and stuff over so that way, like this one right here, I had to take and turn it to the side just so I can get the fucking luchador out. Now, again, they're not supposed to do that, but this is quite frankly, when you see it, it doesn't look like a lot, but it is. That's 3 lanes just of cardboard. Normally I do 2, 3 things of cardboard. Yesterday I did 7. I did 8 bales total. One luchador, which was already in the baler, and then 8, or rather 6 big bales of cardboard, and then the final bale. The final bale was comprised of these two right here. You can see this pile right here, and this pile right there, and this box and that box. Um, there's the box right there. Um, right here of just some dividers, and then this box of dividers, really small bale. But that's what the bale comprised of. I was gonna leave them, but I'm like, no, I want to clean all this up. So you have this lane right here, it's filled. You have this lane, which is all pretty much dividers, and then you have the main lane right here, and then you have crap right there. So again, 8 bales, one bale of luchador, 6 big bales of cardboard, and then the last bale of cardboard was small. You want to see what the area looked like when I got done with it? Doesn't even look like the same area, does it? This is what it looks like when I got done. Everything's gone. You know, obviously the lab is still there, but it took me all day just to do all this because of how much there was. And then she complains about me not getting the cardboard or getting the carpet done. Oh, I'm sorry, but I had all this shit that I had to do. But it went from this, all that crap, all of this, to this. Now, a normal person would look at that and like, wow, you did all of that? Yeah, I did. And remember, down here, it's like 100 fucking something degrees. Plus, remember, when you're working, you raise your body temperature. And I've got fibromyalgia, which makes it hotter. So for me, I'm working like 140 fucking degrees. 140 degrees. I did all this. And I have this down there with me. There's a little table thingy that has, you know, my water on it. I keep it on there. I put my phone there. It has the little sticker thing so you can write, you know, cardboard, your initials and the date, and then you stick it onto the bale. I just keep all that stuff there, and every time I crush something down, I go ahead and take a drink of water. But because you're doing so much, you know, I take like maybe this much at a time. So, like, that much at a time. I don't take a whole lot. So naturally, I'm not staying hydrated because if I was to drink as much as I needed to stay hydrated, every time I crush down, because obviously you're, putting stuff in there and crushing down is, when you can stop the machine. If I was to stay hydrated the way I should, it'd probably be more about this. And then what would happen? I'd have to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because I'd be drinking more than I'm doing work. So obviously, I can't do that, which means I can't stay hydrated properly, which means my vision starts to get blurry, my muscles and my energies just goes down completely, close to passing out because I'm not able to stay hydrated because it's 140 degrees for me down there. And there's not it's the water fountain is nearby, but it's so you take this walkway down there. It's about a minute or two walk to the bathroom. So imagine having to walk 2 minutes to and from, or a minute and a half, whatever, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all day. Yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot done, are you? So I don't have a choice but to just keep working. I essentially have to be a machine. When I'm down there, I have to work like a fucking machine. I really don't. I don't get breaks. To stay hydrated, I really can't even do that. Now everyone says try to stay hydrated. Again, I have this big bottle with me, and to stay hydrated, I'd have to drink most of it the first time around. But even blurry vision, no energy, because remember, I don't get to eat breakfast. Blurry vision, no energy, no sleep, because remember, I don't get to sleep very much. And despite all that, so anyone who ever accuses me of not working hard or being lazy, I'd like to see you do this job. There's a reason, because she's been there. My boss has worked, been contracted by them for a while. There's a reason why she can't get anyone to stay at that job, because it's a shit job. Everyone I've talked to at that factory, none of them want to do it because it's the worst job in the factory. All the machines, you basically just sit there. The machine does the work for you. They get up there, there's the computers to type in the amount and this and that. But most of the time you see them doing this. That's what they're doing most of the time. They're just sitting around because the machine does the work for them. And then you have this, where you're doing actual manual labor, physical labor, pushing, pulling, tugging, dragging, lifting. You're dragging shit from over, like, there's a cardboard pile over here, and the pallet is broken. You're dragging that shit all the way around because you can't just bring it through because there's shit in the middle. So, like that pile right there, if that's on a pallet that isn't working and it's broken, guess what? You're literally dragging the damn thing all the way around. And that's what I do on a regular basis. So again, anyone who thinks I'm lazy or I don't have a real job, you try doing this for a day. I guarantee you won't make it. Everyone I have talked to says I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Because this is the shit I have to deal with. I do all of this shit, but then she still complains that I didn't get carpet. So now tomorrow I have to go in and hopefully try to get all this fucking lab done. I have a shitload of plastic that needs to be done. I've still got tubes that I need to do, which they probably pile that shit up again. Apparently I have to go around and help collect trash. I mean, when she first hired me back, it was to do the tube baler. That was what I was hired to do. And now suddenly I'm in charge of both balers, and I'm in charge of getting all the heavy stuff done. When I'm in there, within 30 minutes or so, my shirt, not this shirt, I'm just saying my shirt in general, completely drenched in sweat. completely fucking drenched. Like, like all my shirts, I've got like 3 gray shirts, and they're around a lightish gray. All of them are completely dark gray because of how much sweat has been absorbed into the fucking shirt. In 30 minutes, I'd like to see one person who looks like that at the end of their day. Everyone else comes in looking perfectly fine. They leave looking perfectly fine. I look fucking disgusting. My fucking shirt is drenched in sweat. I'm completely red, panting, barely able to fucking breathe. But then people have the audacity to say that I don't fucking do anything and that I'm lazy. No. I I would love to see any of those people do this. And to do it the way I do it. You know, because we have tools there that can help, but I'm not allowed to use them. So, if you're over here and you get that cardboard pile that doesn't want to move, what's your solution to it? How would you get around that? Because if you can't drag it, how do you expect to do them? Well, you're just not going to do them. It has to be done. So where's your human ingenuity coming in? Well, what are you going to do to solve this puzzle, this conundrum that's appeared? What are you going to do? And remember, the forklift drivers, you see a forklift right there, but there's no forklift drivers down there right at this moment. So what are you going to do? You can't have a forklift driver do it. You can't do it yourself, pulling it. What are you going to do? You're going to have to do it the hard way. You're going to have to keep going over and getting a certain amount of them and pulling them, like putting on something that you can, like on a buggy or something. You're going to have to keep doing that. If the pile is like this fucking tall, you're going to, and the buggy can only hold so much because once you put enough on it, the buggy tips over. So you can only have a stack. So out of a big stack like this, if you had to do that, you can only pile maybe this much on there before it tips over. So that means you got to keep going back and forth and back and forth just to get that pile done. You're not going to want to do that, trust me. I have to do it all the time. You're going to see a pile on the ground that doesn't have a pallet under it. Guess what you're going to have to do? The same fucking thing. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, the lab this time around, it's all in pretty much smaller buggies or boxes. I think that one right there, the tub right there is looks like it has bags in it, which you just pick up, throw in. So everything should fit in one bale. Like maybe all of them except for like this bigger box on the ground. But I should be able to get it all done. But yeah, that was my day yesterday. It's great that I'm able to get to work early because I definitely needed it. I'm beginning to work about 7:30. And I stayed up until 1 o'clock. And then she still complained about me not getting carpet. I'm like, you saw how much was down there. And then when I went around, because when I was leaving, I'm able to see pretty much most of the place that had carpet. There really wasn't anything. I don't know what she was fucking complaining about. There's only one place in the factory that piles up with carpet. Because she's like, oh, it's a hazard and this and that. There's only one place that would have been a hazard. And that's up on the loading dock. The same place I told you guys I had to make like 3 fucking trips to because there was a pile of it on the floor. Yeah, that'd be the only fucking place that has to be worried about. But normally in 5 hours I'm there, I get 5 bales done. I got 8 done. And yet I still get bitched at. So, this is what I have to deal with on a daily basis. But I thought you guys would be interested to see how all this fucking shit became that. But anyways, story of my life. And people can't understand why I'm pissed off all the fucking time. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.